Hi, welcome to Jumpstart Fitness Academy. I'm Scott, and this is Jumpstart 101. Kind of give you the basic foundational principles of what Jumpstart is, what we're all about, and what we can do for you. One of the questions we get asked probably the most often is Jumpstart just another boot camp? That's a tricky one, and I'll answer it this way. It's like a boot camp in the fact that the exercises are very similar. The exercises meaning high intensity interval training that's done with short rest periods in between to keep up the cardiovascular benefits and help maximize fat loss. That's exactly the same in that fact. Now we try to really get out there with variety in the exercises, a big difference in them, changing them up constantly, implementing different pieces of equipment from battling ropes to the TRX trainers. So that's one thing we really pride ourselves on, is constantly trying to reinvent new moves, change moves up, and making sure we're adding them in on a regular basis so the workouts never get stale. The trainers in Jumpstart, completely different than that of a boot camp in that military style. The fact that we're not running around screaming at you, pounding you in, and pushing you really past your comfort zone to the point of injury. There is that fine line when you need to be pushed outside of your comfort zone to help you be able to grow, to be able to lose fat, but to be able to get to that next level. Because if you could do that on your own, then everybody would go to the gym and simply do that and would never need this type of establishment. But we are going to get out there and push you little by little outside your comfort zone until you get really good with an exercise, and then be able to take you to that next level of fitness. But one time, we will never push you out there and be rude and degrading to people in the way it is. If you come to us with a goal, we're going to help support that goal. If you tell me you want to lose 10 pounds, then my job, Hitch's job as your trainers, is to help you lose that 10 pounds. What can we do to help you get there and reach that goal? That's what we're here for. We're not here to tell you that you need to lose 20 or 25 because it's what we feel. It's not our business. You guys are paying to get trained. You're paying for the service. We're here to service the customer. I think that's a huge difference. As far as the nutrition, most of the boot camps out there have zero when it comes to tangible nutritional advice, any kind of sound nutritional help. Eating raw, and I'll come out and say that, is definitely not sound nutritional advice. If you want to be a vegan, knock yourself out. Don't do it on my time. Kind of saying that I'm not going to tell you to eat one certain way. We're going to show you a way that you can eat multiple foods on a regular basis, eating 5, 6, 7 times a day, getting that metabolism to fire up, but eating good, healthy, whole foods that'll help support your fat loss and your nutritional goals, as well as your increased level of activity. So we try to teach people to eat, but to sustain that over a lifetime. A raw diet is absolutely something that you cannot sustain over a lifetime unless you want to be a true vegan. There's no problem with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but the majority of people don't want that when they come into nutrition. They just want to look at a way to eat healthy and be able to maintain their lifestyle even after they perhaps stop working out or go on to do something else or another form of activity. And Nicole is great at helping people get to that goal, and fantastic with working into their own nutritional likes and dislikes. The other thing that makes us different than any other boot camp or any other class out there that does outdoor fitness at all, and this is where I think we really raise the bar, is the fact that we do have a money-back guarantee. So if somebody comes in, trains for a week, they've already paid, but they say, you know what, I dislike the trainer, I don't like the class, this is not for me, I totally thought it would be different. That's fine. Come see me. We'll write you a refund check in the full amount. We're not going to charge you for the week you were here. You come see us, tell us you're displeased with the service and you're displeased with the classes. We'll make sure we refund your money, no questions asked, and no penalty whatsoever. That's something that we want you to be coming back time and time again. We want you to be satisfied. The other thing is no contracts. We're working on a contract down the road for something, perhaps if you want to do a larger commitment and getting a locked-in price on that. But as far as short-term, within a year, you have no commitment whatsoever. You come in, you sign up for your price. As long as you come back and you're happy, you get that price. If you decide you want to leave at any time for any reason, you go, and there's no penalty to you. You're not locked into a contract that you get penalized for breaking. I think it's kind of sad that people have to put people in contracts simply because they probably wouldn't come back otherwise. I don't want people to have to come back to Jumpstart because they're afraid they'll get penalized. I want them to come back to Jumpstart because they're getting results, they're enjoying their workouts, and they're seeing a big change in their life, their energy level, and their body is changing. So I want them to come back because they're getting delivered what we promised them they would, and no other reason. So the other question, a big thing we hear a lot of is fitness level. You know, do people, do I have to have a very high level of fitness to come through? And the answer is no. You can come through at a very basic level of fitness. Again, you need to push yourself outside that comfort zone to your greatest ability. And really only you know what that is. As trainers, we're there to help you, to support you, but you really know what that is. And sometimes it may be taking a little bit longer rest periods in between, and that's okay when you get started. Your first time in, you may rest a little bit more. You may do the exercise at a slower tempo than somebody who's been here for several months, who may do it at a quicker tempo, so they get more of that cardiovascular and they get more of a burn during the workout. But as you progress, you can make those same changes and start to add a little bit more tempo, a little less rest in between, and start seeing the differences in the increased energy that you have during the workout. So it's really geared towards anybody, and any of the exercises can be modified, or we can give you a completely different exercise altogether. If you say, you know what, that really hurts my knees, I don't like that, that doesn't work, let's give you something else that you can do, and then anytime you run into an area like that, you can perform the alternate exercise. So that's one thing on that. The other is equipment. We go out of our way at Jumpstart to try to stay up on the latest and greatest. Now that doesn't mean we go out and get locked into every phase that's out there and, you know, craze that's going on, but we do go out of our way to make sure that we're giving you the best experience possible. One of those is investing in this TRX suspension training systems. Both myself and Hitch are certified instructors, and that's something that's a completely different level of fitness that most people haven't even seen, and I know that none of the boot camps are offering. So having that kind of stuff out there, the battling ropes and different equipment that we use and on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, you know, integrating it in to change up the workouts, making it different, is one of the things we pride ourselves on. So we're really going out of our way to make sure we give you the best workout for the money. We figure people are coming here, they're paying their hard-earned money, and they're giving us their time to get results. We want to make sure they're having a good time doing it, they get the results, but more importantly, they don't get bored, so they have a variety to choose from the entire time. So that's all I have for Jumpstart 101. Hope you join us on our next segment to learn a little bit more about Jumpstart Fitness Academy. Thanks a lot.